At 91, Shirley MacLaine has lived a life that many would dream of. She became famous for her movies, awards, and unforgettable performances. But behind the glitter of fame, there is a story that is truly heartbreaking. Shirley MacLaine is not just a legendary actress. She is a woman who has faced struggles that the public rarely sees, and what makes it even more painful is that so few people know about it. Shirley MacLaine was born in 1934 in Richmond, Virginia. She grew up in a family that had its share of challenges. Her parents had a difficult relationship, and Shirley had a brother, Warren Beatty, who also became famous. Even in childhood, Shirley showed a spark. She loved performing and dreamed of being on stage and in movies. By her early 20s, Shirley's dream came true. She became a Hollywood star, winning awards and fans all over the world. She was not just any actress, she was someone who could make people laugh, cry, and feel deeply. Her talent was undeniable. But life off the screen was not as bright. Shirley MacLaine's journey has been full of heartbreak and pain, some of which she kept private for many years. She faced struggles with her health, her family, and even loneliness that fame could never fix. One of the most difficult things Shirley went through was the loss of people she loved. Over the years, she experienced the death of close friends and family members. Each loss left a mark on her heart, and even with her fame, she had to face it alone. Shirley has also spoken about the pressure of being in the spotlight. Hollywood is not always kind. Actors are praised one moment and forgotten the next. This constant pressure took a toll on Shirley's mental and emotional well-being. She had to work hard to keep her confidence and her spirit alive. Even more heartbreaking is that Shirley's fame sometimes isolated her. Many people admired her on screen but did not understand her as a person. Behind the glitz, she had moments of deep loneliness. For a woman who gave so much of herself to entertain the world did not always give back in return. Shirley MacLaine's struggles were not just about fame. She also faced personal challenges that many people go through in silence. Shirley has been open about her spiritual journey and her search for meaning in life. She explored ideas that were unusual for her time, trying to understand herself and the world better. She wrote books about her experiences, about how life is not always fair, and about how people have to find their own path even in pain. Through her writing, Shirley shared her deepest thoughts and fears. She allowed people to see that even a famous actress could feel lost and hurt. One of the most heartbreaking parts of Shirley MacLaine's story is that despite all her achievements, she experienced moments of regret. She often wondered if she had given enough time to herself, to her family, and to the people she loved. Fame gave her applause, but it did not fill the gaps in her heart. Even at 91, Shirley is still reflecting on her life. She has moments of happiness, of course. She has memories of success, of friends, and of love. But the sadness, the loneliness, and the challenges remain a part of her story. They remind us that life can be complicated, no matter how much people achieve. Shirley MacLaine's story teaches an important lesson. It shows that fame, wealth, and awards cannot always heal emotional pain. It reminds people that every person, no matter how strong or talented, faces struggles that others might never see. Her life is both inspiring and heartbreaking. Inspiring because she achieved what many people can only dream of. Heartbreaking because the price of that achievement was often emotional struggle, loneliness, and private sorrow. Shirley MacLaine's journey shows that life is never perfect. Even the brightest stars can have shadows in their hearts. It also shows that understanding, kindness, and compassion for others are more important than people realize. Even at 91, Shirley MacLaine remains a symbol of both talent and the human spirit's fragility. She reminds people that every life, no matter how glamorous it seems from the outside, has its own battles and heartbreaks. Her journey is a story of both triumph and tragedy. It is a reminder that behind every smile, there may be pain. Behind every success, there may be struggle. And behind every star, there is a human heart that feels, fears, and hopes. At 91, Shirley's life is still moving forward. Though the sadness of her past cannot be erased, it shapes the remarkable story of a woman who gave her heart to the world, even when the world could not always give it back. Her story is beyond heartbreaking, but it is also deeply human, and that is what makes Shirley MacLaine unforgettable.